his speech and the misdirection tactic. You said that the speech was typed in Pretoria and you described it as being akin to a coup. You recall that?
That's correct, Commissioners.
Now, who do you say were the plotters in that process, in this process that you say was akin to a coup?
Thank you, Commissioners. At first, as we know that it is not a protocol for a provincial commissioner to call that kind of a press conference, where a national commissioner, I'm saying, is in a better place to have called that press conference. And by the fact that the national commissioners, he saw nothing wrong after the press conference was called, and the national commissioner, still today, he never even condoned the doings of General Mkhwanazi. I can say they were together in this.
Is there anybody else you would accuse of that?
It's obviously General Mkhwanazi, during the press conference, he was very angry about the arrest of Lt Gen Khumalo. And this term that I feel of this police mafia cartel, I may not be able to know everyone who was involved, but I can assure you General Khumalo, General Mkhwanazi, and General Masemola crafted, orchestrated that press conference.
Thank you, Chair. I also want to put to you that your allegations of Mr. Matlala paying bribes to General Masemola and General Mkhwanazi are also another misdirection tactic. And let me say why. We've been through Mr. Matlala's cell phone, and he is hardly discreet about his improper relationships with senior SAPS members in his WhatsApp communications. Can I give you an example?
Please.
You want to go to page 107 of the annexure. We'll come back to this exchange a little bit later, but I'm sure you remember it. It's relating to the witness who said he was being pressurized to change his story, to falsely implicate General Khan. You remember that?
That's correct.
So Mr. Matlala says to you, in relation to this witness, arrange with Khan to give him cash if the information he has is worth it. So Mr. Matlala is indicating to you that General Khan, in his view, would be willing to pay a witness to give evidence that suits General Khan.
Yes, I see the message.
You accept that what he's saying to you is that General Khan will pay a witness to give evidence that suits him.
This is what Kat said, Commissioners, not what General Khan said or myself.
I'm saying that Kat is not discreet about his communications in relation to senior police officers.
We can say that.
We've seen plenty of evidence in the chats of Mr. Matlala paying SAPS members to assist him.
That's correct.
We've seen plenty of evidence of Mr. Matlala communicating directly with SAPS generals and brigadiers in improper circumstances.
That's correct.
Now, if Mr. Matlala was paying massive bribes to General Masemola or General Mkhwanazi, I'd expect to see some sign of this relationship with these generals in his chats. I see signs of relationships with a whole lot of other generals in his chats.
Okay, commissioners, you know, there is something that is missing here that need to be understood. There is a machine called Cellbrite. This Cellbrite machine is owned by different and private companies. It is the only machine like this, you know, these messages and all these things that are presented before the commission. This machine is the only machine that is able to selectively download. That is why I believe that at the later stage, perhaps this process, one will say a Section 205 should have been obtained